With the discovery of the 215 mass graves in Kamloops Residential School, it's been a very, very tragic upheaval for all First Nations, and more so with survivors that went to school there and survivors of other schools like mine, St. Mary's Residential School. The trauma and the tragedy that people are feeling and discussing is just a horrible thing to hear and to watch and be a part of, because you go along day to day doing your regular things, and then all of a sudden we burst out crying. And it's just too hard to fathom that now they've found over 1,000 graves. And today I think they're still searching and still discovering more graves. I hear all kinds of people talking about the feelings they're going through. They didn't believe us. And that's so true. They did not believe what we saw, what we witnessed, what we were a part of. We witnessed children being murdered in schools. We witnessed little children's bodies being taken out of the dormitory. It was one of my close family said, who ever would have thought today that it was normal for us to see them taking out a little child dead and wrapped in a sheet, taking the child out of the dormitory. Who would have ever thought that was a normal thing for us to see in residential school? And that's so tragic to hear. She's an elder now, and she was in residential school, and she's in her 70s, and that's what she witnessed. And my little brother seeing them taking out a little boy after he'd been beaten in the night, and he died in school, very, very sick. They beat him because he could not sit up and take his oral medication. And the priest got very mad, and he called the lady supervisor from her side of the school over, and she said, we just need to shake him up and stand him up and make him take that medicine. And the little boy was dying. My friend told me, he phoned me the other day, and we talked a long time. These are the things that are coming up, what people saw in the schools, and they told, and some would tell and get beaten for telling. So instead they kept quiet. They didn't say a word except to each other. We whispered about what was going on in the night. And so all that is bubbling up, and I would call it puking it all out now. It's just a horrible, horrible genocide that took place that nobody knew about. Canada didn't know about it, but we sure did. In our little beds at night, in our dormitories at night without our parents being there to protect us. So yes, it's very, very hard on the survivors today to hear about all the children being found. So many of us are saying, we told you so, and you did not believe us. Do they believe us now that they're being dug up? I can find no words to, I've said so much, I've cried so much, and talked a lot to friends, and we wonder why. If God loved us, why did this happen? So all I can say is that it happened for a reason, but still today we don't know what that reason is. We're rising above, though. People are respecting us, accepting us. They have us all over the TV with the singing and dancing, and then we have those who still don't believe. But I think, never mind about that. Let's focus on the good, the ones who do believe us, and the ones who are accepting us and telling our stories and believing our stories. To me, that's what's important, because from there we work together as a team. Reconciliation cannot happen without truth, and truth hurts. So that's what we're going through now. It's a huge spanking, it's a huge waking up, but we're going through it now, and we will all get together and get through this.